The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I am here with, I feel like, well, first of all, let me introduce.
Okay.
Host, model, influencer, Kayla Nicole.
All the things. What's up, y'all?
My Scorpio sister.
Yes, gang.
I don't know when I found you.
It's giving you.
When I found you in my bosom. I don't know when that was. But after I started following you, I was like, we're the same.
Yeah, we're very, very, very similar.
A lot of the shit that comes out of your mouth, I'm like, did she say that or did I say that?
And a lot of shit that you say, I'm like, I wish I could say this.
Well, why can't you?
Sometimes when you date someone that's in the public eye, you have to kind of like reel it in a little bit because you don't want it to be a reflection of them.
Right.
On occasion.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I will let loose. But sometimes I do try to spare, a headline or two on his behalf.
That's smart. Well, okay, so your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
Woo woo.
Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him.
Yeah,
of course, you the most. You the most.
Maybe. His mom might love him a little bit more.
Right.
But
True.
I'm at the top of the list.
True. But I think that you do an amazing job at like just being your authentic, genuine self. But I don't like what I've been seeing recently from the media and the press as far as like, it's as if that the wives and girlfriends and significant others of athletes can't have an opinion or a voice about shit. It's like everybody has something to say about that. And I'm just like,
100%.
Does your wife not say something about your work colleagues at your 9 to 5? Like, this is a normal thing.
Exactly. To have thoughts.
It's normal to have thoughts.
Yeah. Like thoughts and feelings. Wow, she's human. No. She's
not
horrible.
Allowed.
Like, that's literally the response. But I feel like you chalk it up to the game. It's a part of just the culture, I guess.
Yeah.
People think you're just supposed to be the trophy wife. You kind of just sit there silent. That's not me. It's never been me. And for some people, they love it. Some people, it's not their cup of tea. Right. Either way, I just continue to do me.
Yeah. I drink coffee anyways, so I don't care about being your cup of tea.
Period.
Although I used to be a tea drinker, but that's another story for another day.
It's kind of boring that side. It's boring on that side.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's not enough caffeine for me.
Where was I and what was I doing when I wasn't drinking coffee?
Boring.
That is so weird of me. I think back to that time not fondly.
Not
I'd
cute.
much rather the jitters that I have, even when I was getting my nails done today, and my hands are like shaking while she's trying to apply the gel. I'm like, I haven't had my coffee yet.
She's like, bitch, are you good?
No.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not. Okay, so how did you and Travis meet? Because I feel like everybody thinks that y'all met like on that TV show that he was on.
Oh my God, Catching Kelsey. Shout out to Catching Kelsey and everyone that was on that show. I wasn't one of any of those people,
Yes.
No, not my vibe. I would never do a dating show. I think people that do dating shows are weird, including Travis. Like, what the fuck was that?
I don't think that I could do one.
No.
Only because I am so territorial. Like,
yes.
I could do like Married at First Sight. I've said this on the podcast before. I could do Married at First Sight because if you tell me that this is my person, I'm going to ride or die for that fucking person for the rest of my life.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
You're committed.
Fucking in.
You're okay.
I'm in.
Okay.
But like, if you're telling me that I'm on The Bachelor and I got to date you and
fight and play a game.
No.
Right.
No. Because you're mine.
Exactly.
It's real Scorpio vibes.
No, it's very Scorpio of you. I'm the same way. I wish he would. I tell him now, I'm like, I wish you would try to leave this relationship and see other people. Where are you going? To see who?
Try.
Where? In our home? In our bed? You sure?
How?
Where?
With what car?
Yeah. What's her name? Good luck to her. No. So I think, okay, so we met not on the dating show.
Right.
Not on the dating show. We met on Instagram. And I DM'd him first.
Love that.
I made the slide. But that was after he followed me for a couple of months. He did the whole like, I'm going to creep on you from the bushes and I'm going to like your pictures. I'm going to watch your stories. And after a while, I was like, okay, I see you. Like, you've made it very evident that you're following me, that you're there, you're present. And I remember my homegirl telling me, like, what are you waiting for? Like, hit him up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Oh. I know. I was
He
very
can come
stubborn.
to
Yeah,
me.
I'm like, if he wants to talk to me, he can hit me up first.
Yes. Did you guys do the whole thing where like he went on your page and like 3 pictures and you went back in like 2? And then
Oh,
he
I didn't
came
like
back
nothing. I wasn't doing that. I just came out of like a really jacked up relationship. Bad breakup. So I was off men in general, especially athletes. I was like, oh, thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So seeing him lurker on my page, I was not impressed. I really wasn't intrigued. I'm like, I go on his page. Oh, he's tall. He wears J's. Like, he got a little buzz cut. Like, that's nice and all. Not into it. Like,
Yes.
if you want
Next
my attention,
caller.
next caller, hit me up and be direct.
Yes.
So the homegirl's hyping him up. Talk to him. And I'll never forget this. This is Travis's favorite story, too, because it was New Year's Day. I'd had a couple cocktails. And I'm like, well, you know, new year, maybe new me. I could just lower my pride a little bit.
Yeah.
And DM a white man, which I've never dated a white guy in my life. So that was already like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell is this kind of tequila?
Let me DM this white man on New Year's.
And just see what it's hitting for real quick.
Yes, period.
So I DM'd him and I told him that my mom always said that it's rude to stare and not speak.
That is such a fucking thing that I would say. Oh my, because like it's slightly rude.
Yes.
But it's not.
And it's calling you out. Like, I see you. What's up?
What you doing?
I see you noticing me. I notice you.
Because you could do that all day if you want to.
Literally.
But like,
speak. Okay, stop playing with me. He responded, got my number. We like FaceTime for the first time for like 6 hours. And
oh my God.
yeah, it was like instant connection, which was really cool.
Oh.
Cute.
And so, but you obviously, like, you were attracted to him.
Yeah, I was.
Have you ever found other white guys or any other guys outside of your race, which is black? If you don't know, because obviously you're not watching us.
Yeah, I'm black. I'm blackity black.
We both black.
Black on black.
As hell.
Mixed with black.
Yes.
We
Yes,
black.
Exactly.
I think I used to say like, oh, I'm an equal opportunist. You know what I mean? Like, whoever thinks I'm attractive, if they are respectful and kind and taller than 6'2".
Yeah. Standards.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'd only dated black men prior. And I think naturally that's what I was drawn to. Like you said, I'm black. You know, my dads and my uncles are black. I'm surrounded by black men.
Yeah.
That's just what I was attracted to. But could I sit, say, in a restaurant and see someone who was Latino or white or Asian and be like, oh, he's cute. Like, he's fine. For sure. Would I approach them? Probably not. Simply probably because of the fact that I wasn't 100% sure if they would be attracted to me. So that's kind of might be rooted a little bit in like that insecurity of that.
Yes.
But because I knew that he was clearly into me, I did a little Google search, saw that he picked the black girl on the dating show. I was like, okay,
I got a chance.
he might be into this. It wasn't as risky.
Yeah. That's a real kind of, I would say, anxiety, not necessarily a fear, but an anxiety. And like, I know from like even my sisters and just growing up, I grew up in a predominantly white area, and a lot of the black boys at the school are into the white girls.
100%.
And a lot of the white guys might be into you, but they say weird fetishizing shit, and you're like,
actually, ew.
yeah,
Yeah.
this feels disgusting.
Yeah.
So no, thank you. But then it's like, they'll fuck with you up until a point. And then when it's time to like bring you home for Thanksgiving,
To mom and pop, right?
or Hanukkah,
Yes.
you're not getting past that
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
And that is something that I think that a lot of women of color, just in general, like, you might find a white guy attractive or a guy outside of your race attractive, but it's like, will they like me? And that anxiety alone, I think, fucks us all up.
100%.
But you can have a preference. Like, you can want to date, you know, I understand people who are like, I'm Muslim, so I want to date someone who's Muslim because that is my culture. I want to date someone who's Lebanese because I'm Lebanese. Yeah. That's my culture, and that's how I've been raised, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
But I think that we do ourselves a disservice a lot by closing off certain boxes because we're too afraid to see
For sure.
if it could be a possibility.
For sure. And I think generationally too, like, I remember before I even spoke of Travis, I remember I turned on one of his games, and my dad's gonna kill me for this, but it's an eye-opening situation, I think, for everyone. But I turned on one of his games, and I was just like, you know, like, what do you think about that guy? He's like number 87, the white boy.
Just for instance, what
Yeah.
do you think about
What
him?
do you think? What do you think? He looks at me and he's just like, I mean, whatever. Like, I'm not into it. Like, and then he kind of like picked up on it, but was basically like, don't bring no white boy home. Like, don't play with me. You know.
Yeah,
And we're like
yeah.
shooting the shit. We're watching football. We have a really close relationship. This is my stepdad. And he basically was just like, yeah, don't bring no white man home. Like,
Yeah.
don't do that to me.
I mean, we've all heard that.
Yes. You know, whether it's a
We've
joke
all
or
heard
not. And you have to think about the times that they grew up in. You know what I mean? He's from North Carolina, which they don't play.
Yeah.
They don't play down
Yeah.
there. So
Right.
you understand where it's coming from. But I think that that fear kind of trickles down to you too, and you kind of in the back of your mind just think like, okay, no, I'm not bringing no white man home. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna bring a black man.
Yes,
a strong black brother,
because that will impress the whole family. Everyone will like, nobody will have questions,
right? And they're so different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Spoiler alert. All these niggas the same.
They're
okay?
all the same.
God damn
they
it.
are all
they are all the same. They're all the same.
It doesn't matter
all the same.
what color they are
At all.
I hate them all, but I love them all.
Same.
And
Same.
it's horrible. It's a
Right.
horrible cycle. Truly,
It really is.
Truly. But I get that part too, where it's like, not only is there the anxiety about, are they gonna like me? But what's my family gonna think? What are my friends gonna think? What
Yeah.
are like? How's their family gonna feel? How are their friends gonna react? How's
Right.
their fucking 80-year-old grandmother gonna react
Yeah.
when this fine black woman walks through the door?
Yeah, because that's when
What's
you
gonna
really
happen?
that's when you really have to be. Because honestly, though, you do have to be careful when you get to you know, those age groups where you jump over like 50. So they done seen some things and probably
Right.
done some things,
Right.
And they might not really like you.
Right.
Honestly, I was fortunate enough. Travis's family is so kind. He's from Cleveland, Ohio.
That's where I was born.
I've seen that before. I think I DM'd you like, oh, that's where Travis from. Cleveland. But he describes it as a melting pot. Like there is just everyone is there. The high school that he went to, his upbringing was just a variety of cultures.
Right.
And I think that his friends now are a reflection of that. He hangs out. I mean, his best friends are all black people, Indian. And granted, he does have white friends as well, but like his inner circle is black people.
Yeah.
So for me, it was very comfortable coming around because I saw people that looked like me. When I did go to meet his mom and his family, they were all white because Travis is white.
Right.
But they were very welcoming, very kind. And it definitely shifted my perspective when it comes to dating interracially. Well, granted, will it always be like that dating, a white man? Probably not.
Yeah.
If I had to go out on a limb and make a guess.
Right.
But I was lucky enough to have that experience at least.
Yeah. Because he's in Cleveland, but if you go to like Columbus,
It's a little different.
it's very Caucasian.
It's a little different. And
little
honestly,
different.
if he probably wouldn't be as attractive to me. Like I love the swagger that he has. I love the way that he carries himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't give, stuffy toughy.
Yeah, exactly. Because that would never work.
It wouldn't work for me. It
Yeah.
wouldn't work for me because that's not me.
Yeah,
And it probably
exactly.
wouldn't work for that man either. You know what I mean?
Well, it wouldn't work. Even for me, it wouldn't work if it was a black man that was like that.
Exactly.
Like that would
Yes,
just never
exactly.
be a thing. Like
Exactly.
it's really about like personality and everything. There's so many other things that play a role
100%.
other than somebody's skin color.
Right.
Well, if you don't know already by listening to this and looking at the title, this episode is about interracial dating. But I wanted to talk about interracial dating with you specifically because I knew that the conversation wouldn't be cringe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of times the topic of interracial dating can get so fucking cringe. And
So
you must hear
annoying.
the weirdest shit
Ugh.
regularly.
We could just like go through a little DM scroll right now.
Yeah.
It'll be at least 15 at the top of my page. Like, okay, so how can I get a white man? Okay, does he have a cousin that's white that would like me?
Girl.
Oh my God, I'm team white boy too. And it's like, I need y'all
Oh.
to know, first of all, and I said this plenty of times, I ain't team none of these men, okay? I
None of
am
them.
not. And especially
Yes.
not team white men.
Yes.
As a black woman in America, that would be the last team that I'm on, okay?
Yes, exactly.
Hell no.
Exactly.
If that's the team that y'all want to be on, cool, but that's not for me.
Right.
That's not for me. And I think that it's really weird to have this fetish, this obsession with specifically white men. I would never even say that about black men. Like, do
Yeah.
I think that black love is amazing? 100%. I'm here for it. I love it. Do I think that interracial dating is amazing? I do, because I think that it speaks to the progression of our country, the very little that there is, the fact that we are able to do that now. Cool.
Yeah.
But I am not going to shout from the mountaintops.
Date white man.
That's not what I'm here for. I will never, ever be here for it.
Oh my God.
It is bizarre, like you
It's
said.
so bizarre. I remember I was having a conversation with this one girl. Hopefully you're not listening to the podcast. Even if you are, this is how I felt about what the fuck you said. She was white and she was dating a black boy,
Oh, God.
an athlete,
Okay.
and she got pregnant. And she's talking to me about it, and she was like, "I have had a Pinterest board of mixed babies my
Oh, I knew it.
whole life."
Their eyes
knew
are
it
going
was
to be
coming.
so green and hair is going to be so curly. But I hope they have my lips and my eyes. But I
Right.
have like
And my
curly
nose.
hair. Oh, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
talk.
I hope they have all the Anglo-Saxon features, and God forbid they have 4C hair that I won't know how to do.
And then it's like out with the kid.
Yeah,
They're out. Adoption.
exactly. But that is the kind of response that I feel like we see a lot when it comes to interracial dating. I feel like people love to talk about the mixed babies
Yes.
that you're gonna have.
Yes.
I
100%.
even, when talking about this episode, got messages from people being like, mixed babies are so cute, everyone should date interracially. I'm like,
That's sick.
do you understand how fucking weird that sounds?
Yeah, and what you're saying is, and even like we have to, I'm sure you get this a lot, like, what are you mixed with?
Yeah, all the time.
Because you
all
can
the
never
time.
just be this beautiful and just be black.
Right.
You have to be mixed with white.
Right.
You have to be Spanish.
Yeah.
Like,
1000%.
no, I'm black.
Yeah.
Like, that's what y'all have to reprogram to understand.
Yes.
Is those beauty standards that you're so into come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it comes from black women, first of all. Second of
99%.
all, whether I have a mixed
Yes.
child or not, and people are going to get on my own ass for this, because the other day I said my kids are going to be ugly, but that was only because I was bad, and I feel like it's going to come back to me.
But the
When
kids
I
are going to be bad?
Yeah. When I say ugly, I meant like bad and ugly. You know, like little bad kids that bite. That's why I feel like my kids are going to be like,
Fuck up.
but that's besides the point. Whether I have,
Oh, no.
whether I have kids with a white man, Asian man, Spanish, black, my kids are going to be so cute.
Yeah.
Because those are my children.
Yes.
And those are genetics, and that it is what it is. Like,
Yes.
please stop trying to say that because my child is with a white man and they're going to have curly hair and they're going to have blue eyes, because God forbid they come out with hair like mine and brown eyes like mine and brown skin like mine. What the hell are y'all going to do?
Right.
What y'all going to do?
Right. They're going to comment.
Protest?
They're going to comment. This isn't what I thought that the baby was going to look
Whose
like.
kid? Is this adopted?
They always do that.
No, for sure. And
They
it's
always
sick.
do that. Look at fucking Harry and Meghan.
It's sick. Oh my gosh.
When
it's
they
sick.
had their son, and like people are like, I wasn't expecting it to look that light. It's like,
color it. You're like,
What?
yeah, I'm sorry. You need to do a class on genetics, because people don't get how it works. They really don't.
don't get
and
how
you
it
can pick and
works.
choose. It's bizarre.
But you also have to acknowledge that when you're talking about mixed babies, you're really talking about a specific looking type of child with lighter eyes, lighter skin, features that are more Anglo-Saxon,
Anglo, yeah.
hair that is, you know, looser and like more manageable, quote unquote, for you, because you don't know how to do that kind of hair.
Right.
Like, you have to be cognizant of what you're actually saying.
Yeah, and I don't think that people are.
No,
They just say it. Like a lot of things.
they just say it.
They just say it.
I think another misconception about interracial dating is the fact that people think that interracial dating only exists with black and white people.
Also that.
Because if you say, like, even people who say, like, oh, I'm biracial, I've seen this a lot on TikTok lately, where someone will be like, I'm biracial, and they're white and Asian, or they're Asian and Mexican.
Right.
And the person is like, why are you calling yourself biracial? Because I'm
More than one.
because I'm
It'd be
two.
more than one of them. 1 plus 1's 2.
Two races. 1 plus 1 equals
2 races, 1 person. 3 races,
1 plus
1
1 is
person.
2. 2 plus 2 is 4.
It's math, babe. It's math, okay?
Like,
It's the obsession. That really gets me every time. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't really see it so
what
much.
the fuck do you mean you're not on TikTok?
Okay, no, I have TikTok, but I don't really like look at the TikTok.
I was about to. What?
I know.
I was literally just talking shit about people who don't look at TikTok, because I'm like, you don't like nice things.
You don't like nice things. Okay, I think maybe
Why?
if you gave me pages to follow, I feel a little bit overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed when I get on there. I feel like there's a lot of things being thrown at me. And I don't really know where I belong.
Yeah,
I haven't found a TikTok home yet.
yeah.
And I know that there are homes, right? There's
Right.
like DIY, DIY.
Yes, DIYs. Yes.
There's cooking.
Yes.
There's like fitness.
Yes.
Yeah, I just haven't found mine.
I'm on lesbian TikTok for whatever reason, but I feel
Is this
great
like lesbian
there.
porn or like what?
Well, no, although that would be my preference, but
Same. Perfect.
Exactly.
Period.
So I'm on lesbian TikTok. That's
Yeah.
why I feel most comfortable. But I
Yeah.
also get a ton of interracial TikToks, and I'm in a relationship with a black man.
Okay, time out. What is lesbian TikTok? It's just lesbians that are TikToking?
Yeah, and like talking about dating women and eating
Okay,
vagina.
please send me a link after this, because I need to see.
It
And
don't have-
eating vagina.
Yeah,
They're talking
which
about it. They're
I-
TikToking.
Yeah.
They're dancing about eating vagina.
Well, no, they're not dancing.
Just talking.
Sometimes they dance. They're not dancing when they talk about this, but they're talking about like shit. Like, for instance, this is so fucking off topic, but they're talking about
I'm
shit
so
like,
intrigued.
They're talking about shit like, you know, women, like as women or people with vaginas, we get very self-conscious sometimes when it comes to like, say we've been out all night and like, you know, somebody wants to go down on us and we're like,
Yeah.
I'm not clean. They
Yeah.
like really break. They're like, this is what it tastes like. This is what it's like. And I find that to be so intriguing. Because I don't want to hear it from a man.
Honestly, there was a meme the other day that was like, damn, I wish I had a penis so that I could know what vagina was like, or like specifically my own vagina.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
right.
It's like, I would also like to know that.
Why not?
So although they're not talking about specifically my vagina, I would be intrigued.
Mm-hmm. See?
I would be intrigued.
I'll send you some videos.
Please
I'll send
do.
you some content.
Please do. Okay, back to interracial TikToks.
My favorite. Yeah. Back to the interracial
Shout out to them.
But yes, even that, like I see the comments that people leave on those TikToks, and especially, I think we also have to talk about the difference if we are talking about black and white interracial relationships, because you're in one, so you can speak to that. Do you notice the difference between you as a black woman being with a white man and a black man being with a white woman? The difference in commentary.
Oh my, yes. What, you can go and look at my Instagram comments. I just posted a picture with Travis, which I haven't done in months, for my own sanity. Like, it's literally self-care to just not even deal with it, because I struggle deeply with not lashing out and responding to every single last person and going on their page and like finding their wife and their kid and DMing them and letting them know how disgusting of a man their father is.
Me?
That's my struggle. Like, seriously, it's like my downfall with social media.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a grip on that. So haven't posted Travis in a long time. Posted him yesterday, and it was like just comment after comment, black man after black man calling me a bedwench, which I had to Google. When we first started dating, I had to Google it, which now I know. Bedwench, for anyone listening that doesn't know, is the black woman that sleeps with the white slave owner to like receive benefits, as in like not being raped.
Yeah.
You get to come into the house.
You're still being raped, but
yes.
Yeah.
But it's like you're,
yeah,
it's a step up.
Right.
Got it. So bedwench, just the list goes on.
But mostly from black men.
Oh, 100%.
What the fuck?
100.
Only because they're mad because they don't have you themselves.
I wonder. I don't know. And sometimes it's like, it comes from fake pages, but a lot of times it will be active pages of black men who are posting pictures, who are active on their account, who show their faces, and will literally, with no fear in the world, come to my page and just lash out, go crazy. You with the slave owner, how could you do this to your people? You're putting us back. How can we ever progress? It goes on and on and on. It's deeply rooted, and I don't know. I can't pinpoint it. You know what I mean? I've tried to. I really have.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reasoning is, and I guess it would be helpful. Maybe I should like calmly talk to someone about it, like one that leaves me a comment like, "Hi, where is this coming from?"
I don't.
You think anything would come? No. You think any rationale would come out of that?
No. No. I think they'll be like what they usually do when you come at trolls. They'll be like, I never thought you would see this.
Right.
Tell Travis I said hi.
Can I get a jersey?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, literally. I don't know, but I definitely think that there is a difference. When a black woman chooses to date a white man, it is the end of the world. But like you said, in high school, guys were doing that. It was cool to take the mixed girl, the white girl, to prom. It was not cool to take the black girl.
Right.
It wasn't. It was like a trend. It was a thing. Oh, look,
and it's still like that.
It is, to be honest. It really, really is.
And it's unfortunate. I also noticed, when it comes to, I think that the biggest, I would say, quote unquote, issue that black people have, not so much, well, in your experience, obviously you've experienced it, but like when a black woman dates a white man, I have noticed that there's nothing typically where you hear the black woman saying like, I don't like black men. I don't fuck with black men. That's why I'm dating this white king. Mm-hmm. You don't hear that. Mm-hmm. Whereas when a black man dates a white woman, automatically it becomes some kind of pass to degrade black women.
Because black women got too much attitude, and black women do this, and black women do that, and they talk back too much.
I date Latina women because they take care of their men.
Yep.
And I date Asian women because they Anytime it feels like, and I'm not going to say anytime because then I'm going to get people in my comments like, I'm a black man. I date outside my race. I never said
generalize. Don't generalize.
Don't generalize. But like a lot of times when black men date outside of their race, it becomes a whole bashing session of black women, when to me I'm like, but a black woman brought you into this world
and will take you out.
It will take you
and
out.
I'm the one that will take you out,
period.
For real.
But even when black men, a lot of black men, especially darker skinned black men, date lighter skinned women, it becomes, well, I don't date dark skinned women because da 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 da. And I'm like, first of all, and anytime I've been approached by a man who's like, oh, I love you because your skin color, like that's what I like, I don't like darker, I'm like, literally get the fuck away from me.
Literally, it's disgusting.
Get the fuck away from me. Because if I had kids with you,
what would you be teaching our kids?
What would you be teaching them? And they might be brown skin or dark skin like you.
Yeah.
So how are you to make those kinds of you don't like your mother?
No, literally. And I think as Black people too, we're quick to point, you know, like to the outside, like, oh, you guys are colorists, like you're racist. But we really have to address that within our own community because it is real and rampant.
Yeah.
This idea, this hierarchy that the fairer your skin is and the darker you are, that's something that we have to fix with amongst ourselves before we can even go and address somebody else, right?
Agreed.
So how are we going to do that if the minute a sister decides, okay, I'm going to broaden my horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to dip my toe in the water a little bit.
Yes.
And you tear her down. You call her a bed wench.
Yes.
And call her a dark porch monkey. A dark porch monkey. That's also another favorite. It's like, what are we doing? And Kami, I tell you, I have cried. I have cried like real tears. When Travis and I first started dating, girl, boo-hoo, crying. He would be like, just don't post us no more. Literally, that became the solution. Like, just don't do it. Because I couldn't take it. I'm like, I couldn't understand. I can get emotional talking about it now. I couldn't understand how Black people, real humans, could say those things to me, especially because it's like, I don't feel that way. I don't think that I'm any better for dating a white man.
Yeah.
I don't think less of Black men because I am dating a white man. Like, I love y'all all the same. I wish y'all all would act right.
Right.
Real, I'll date all of y'all. I would date all of y'all at once.
Yes.
No, it never made sense to me. And I could never comprehend it. It broke my heart so much. Especially because I was always the girl that would stand up for Black men, especially on the internet. You know what I mean? We're very vocal.
Yes.
And I'm the first one to stand up.
Yes.
For anything.
But then I feel like, do you ever get DMs from people who are like, how can you even talk about Black issues when you out here dating
All the time.
a white man? It's like,
All the time.
I'm still black.
Yeah, I still have a heart. I'm
If
still
1 + 1 is
compassionate.
2.
Yeah. Right is wrong. Wrong is right. I still have eyes.
Yes. Exactly.
It's a never ending cycle.
Yeah.
And I think if we start to address it amongst ourselves within our own community, could it get better? 100%. Until then, no, it's going to be the same nonsense.
Yeah. Which is fucking sad.
Sick. It's sick.
And I often wonder, like, because we are both Black women, I wonder if other races experience the same thing.
I know.
You know, because I know, especially when it comes to like religious things, I could totally see how that could happen. Like if you're Jewish and you're dating somebody who's not Jewish, or like, you know, you're Greek Orthodox, like that, those are, you know, cultures within themselves as well as religions. But I can only speak from what I've seen.
I would be very interested to know.
Yeah.
I would imagine though that it's probably not very different.
Right.
The struggle is still real.
Well, I had a white boyfriend once.
Oh my gosh, what was it like?
My first boyfriend was white.
Really?
But he was adopted. So I would tell everybody that he was half Hispanic so that they wouldn't make fun of me
Oh
for
my-
dating a white boy.
Not lie on the man's heritage.
I definitely did. His
How
name
old
was
were you?
Noah, and he was definitely white. It was in the 8th grade.
Okay.
He was so sweet.
Oh, Noah.
But then we were at a house party, and he tried to put his tongue in my mouth, and I broke up with him.
You're like,
on
no
the
tongue
4th of
kissing?
July.
You're like, honestly, you need to ask for permission.
Yeah.
Ask first.
I was like,
what? We do not make out. We do not make out.
no. I was still new to that. I was so confused.
He was innocent.
It was very innocent. He was very sweet, but I broke up with him.
And that was it. That was the last time that you did.
He also smoked cigarettes.
Oh, whoa, Noah. Noah is giving badass. And in the 8th grade, he was smoking cigarettes.
He was like doing motocross. Like he was like, and then I changed all my favorite music to his favorite music. He used to listen to Sum 41, Blink 182.
Yes.
So that was all I listened to.
Yeah. You're giving Courtney, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I was
have you seen
definitely giving Courtney.
Have you seen Courtney wear colors since you started dating?
No.
Oh boy.
No.
I'm like, Courtney, are you ever gonna wear color again, babe?
Never.
Okay, you have to match your man every
No
day.
color. Yes.
Give it off.
That
She's
was
like,
me in
I'm
the 8th
committed.
grade.
I'm committed.
I was corny in the 8th grade. I totally understood it. Okay, so we did some polls on our Instagram.
Ooh. We love a poll.
We love a poll.
We love a poll.
The first one was, have you ever been in an interracial relationship? And it was almost 50-50 for yes and no.
That's
it was 58% yes,
Okay.
42% no.
Okay.
Then we asked, if yes, did you feel like you got the support that you needed from your family and friends and community? 60% said yes, 40% said no. Then the last one that we did was, do you feel that society accepts and understands interracial relationships the way that they should? 88% said no.
And I feel like that is accurate as hell. So accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. We also asked people, you know, like, what was the most shocking thing? What shocked you the most about being in a relationship outside of your race?
Because I have a platform via social media, I think it was like the alarming response of Black people, like I said before, that were just completely, blatantly judgmental of not only my relationship, not only like my partner, but me. Like it became fair ground to just completely tear me down, to question like my authenticity as a Black person, my desire to be Black. I think that was the most alarming. I just didn't get it. I never even imagined it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm a little naive and a little sheltered because I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood school. So I never really experienced that. But to like on the grand scale, I was just like, what is this? I told you I had to Google what a bedwench was. Like I've never even heard some of these words that were being thrown towards me. And from Black people at that, I guess I always thought like the very like racist people in society were white people, honestly. And then to see that it was a lot more Black people that were a lot more racist than I ever knew.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even wrap my mind around it.
Yeah. No, I fully believe that. Yeah. We got a lot of messages from people saying, you know, how ignorant their partners' families were and how much, you know, people go after the kids and the kids' looks, which we just talked about. There's a lot of that, actually, the dirty looks that we get in public. Do you guys get dirty looks?
No, because we fine, girl.
Absolutely.
We don't get no dirty looks.
Y'all always look good. But imagine if you weren't like a public figure couple.
And my heart goes out to anyone that's experiencing that. Like, people not supporting the love that you have for the person in your life it sucks. It sucks because it's like you want to be celebrated and you want people to appreciate, you know, the connection that you guys have and the happiness that you found.
Right.
So I can only imagine what that feels like. And I truly, if anyone is experiencing that, fuck them. Like, fuck all of those people. A lot of times it comes from a place of insecurity, projection, them not being able to find love in whatever little tiny little pot they're looking in because they can only date the people that look like them.
Right.
So if that's on them. Like you cannot allow that to affect you because that's your happiness. If you find happiness with this person, if you are at peace, ignore it.
Right.
I know it's hard, but do it.
Right.
Because your happiness,
sanity.
your happiness is on the line.
A lot of people were shocked at the racial kind of situations and racism that was directed towards their partners. Like somebody said, you know, their Black boyfriend got followed around in a shop by a security guard. And it was a reality check for them because they never had to experience anything like that.
Man. And Travis and I, on a different level, especially when a lot of the like police brutality incidents were going on, obviously they're still ongoing, but when we were really like in the heat of it, we had to have a lot of uncomfortable conversations.
Right.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like tears, like screaming, passionate, heated conversations.
Yes.
I won't say arguments. And it was eye-opening for me too because I'm like, okay, wow, I really am Black and you really are white.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the conversation about white privilege, like he could not understand. He just didn't get it. He didn't get it initially. He's like, what do you mean? Like my favorite people, my most loved people in my life are Black people. Like I love you. You're my girl.
Right.
There is no white privilege over here.
Yeah.
In his mind, you know what I mean? He's like, that doesn't apply to me. Like, no, it's like, white privilege. Everybody's. I'm like, no, but you don't understand. Your existence is white privilege.
Both can be true.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a hard hill to get over, and we got over it. We had to watch a lot of films.
Yeah.
We had to talk to a lot of people. Because honestly, though, because I'm like, okay, because we can't move forward.
Right.
Like, if we don't get this clear,
right,
we can't move forward. Because like we said, we're going to have kids one day, and we're going to have to teach our kids how to navigate this world. And what I'm not going to do, if they are white passing, is they're going to know that they're Black and what that means to be Black and what it means to be white. Period. And how to move in this place called the United States of America.
Yeah. But even having that conversation, it's like we're still going to have a Black son and you're going to have to teach him what he needs to do when he gets stopped by police because unfortunately that's still a thing and it's still different for us. But most white people didn't have that talk.
No, they didn't.
Because why would they have to?
And in his defense too, in Travis's defense, his friends experience those things. He's been in the car where they've gotten pulled over and they get treated differently than he has.
Right. And they always ask the white guy in the car, like, are you okay, sir?
What are you doing with these guys? He's like, what? These are my my best friends.
Yeah.
So because of that, I think that's another layer of why we work and why he can understand things and see things through a different lens.
Right.
But had he not had those same experiences, it probably would be a different situation. I don't know if we would have made it to almost 5 years, to be honest. You know what I mean?
I feel like especially over the past 2 years, we've all been having hard conversations with our white friends.
Yeah.
But when I looked at like the interracial couples that I know, I was like, oof.
It's rough over here, girl.
I know it's rough. It has to be, because
It
like,
is.
how do you even my boyfriend and I, as two black people, I'm dating a darker skinned black man, and even the conversations that we had to have about colorism and different things that happen in the world, and me being like, I never want for people to look at our relationship and be like, oh, he went for like this lighter skinned girl. Like that freaks me out.
Yeah.
I don't like shit like that, because my sisters are darker skinned. My friends are darker skinned. I am such an advocate for even the brands that I work with. If the darkest girl that you have on your page looks like me,
It's not it.
it's a fucking wrap.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with you. I don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah.
So we were having conversations like that, and those were even charged, because he's like, we're both in a mentally fucked up place because of everything that's going on in the world. But him even more so, as a black man watching black men
Get murdered. Day in and day out. Yeah.
And as black women, we can do what we can do.
Right.
But it's different when you're seeing
It is.
you on
Yes.
TV.
Yeah.
So even those conversations were hard. So I can only imagine for you. God bless y'all. God
Thank
bless
you. We take
y'all,
all the blessings.
Because my gosh.
We would take all the blessings we
my
could get.
God. Okay, let me play some voicemails that we have from some people.
Cute.
Hey, Cammie and friends. My name is Noelle. I'm in Chicago. I think it's really awesome what y'all are doing. So my question is about my relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for 1.5 years. I am Black, African American, and he is Mexican and Ecuadorian, and I've actually never been in an interracial relationship this long, but he is the sweetest, kindest human being. And there are some overlaps to our culture. I think for me, since it's new to be in a interracial relationship, there are just certain things where you're like, oh, yeah, it's a reminder you're not a black man, because that has been my history. And so I guess I wonder how to try to look at that person as a black man and accept them for who they are, but also not carry any shame as a black woman with a man outside of her race. Black people, we love us. We have Black love and all of these things going on, but we also want one another to love genuinely. And so how do you navigate not feeling shame for not dating a Black man? So there's so many things to it, because we know a lot of Black men date outside of their race, but it seems like it's been normalized, whereas Black women dating out of their race hasn't been as much, or it's a little awkward. So yeah, how do I stand tall and be confident in that as well while I navigate predominantly Black spaces? Thanks, you all.
Thanks,
I feel like
girl.
that was the perfect question for you.
You're like, damn. Okay, so for me, I think that I confidently navigate the space of interracial dating because who I am at home is my true, authentic self. And so because of that, I can go into the world at peace knowing that I'm not trying to be anything other than myself. I stay true to my values. Culturally, I stay true to anything that I'm battling mentally. Like any conversation that I would have with a Black friend outside in the world, I have with Travis. I mean, and what from hair textures to, we've had conversations about like, do not comment about my hair. Like, that's off ground. Like, that ain't it. Because I'll let you know right now, like, that's the problem.
Yes.
For Black women,
Yes.
don't do it.
Yes.
And he knows better. He takes my weaves out. I wear a bonnet to bed. Like, I don't change anything because I'm dating a white man, period.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need help with this weave, you're going to have to help me out,
Right.
bruh.
No, are you kidding? Gordon takes out my braids, my weaves, my everything.
And the bonnet is staying.
The bonnet is required.
Yeah, so it's a package deal.
Yeah.
But because of that, I'm so confident in my relationship. I know that he loves me for me and all of me. And yes, I am a Black woman, but there's so many facets to myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many layers to me.
Yeah.
But being a Black a woman is a huge part of it. It's a huge part of it. And he accepts that. He loves that. And I think the comfort and the safe space that I have with him within our own home makes me feel, in a lot of ways, invincible.
Yeah.
Like, y'all can think whatever you want about my relationship. You can think whatever you want about me. But this is who I am. I love me. He loves me for me. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. Period. That's a great one. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one says, "Hey, Cammie, I'm Belgian, living in Belgium, and I'm in a relationship with my Moroccan boyfriend for a year now. Since we have different religions, Christian and Muslim, it has not always been that easy. I let him into my family to meet them, but he's been keeping me a secret from his family. He says his mom knows about us, but I doubt that. Right now, I'm just scared to continue the relationship because I think one day he will just tell me that it's over to please his family and marry a Moroccan Muslim girl. Thank you for the advice." There's layers because, typically someone else had written in on the show who said that they felt that their significant other was hiding them from their family, and they had been together for 2 years, and they were like, I haven't met their family yet. This is weird.
Yeah.
Stashing.
No.
Period. Yes. But that's like a thing. But
Yeah.
I understand that this is different because there is a religious kind of cultural component to that. That's difficult, but at the same time, if they know that it's hurting you and they know that they obviously know it's going to be a problem.
100%.
That's why they haven't pulled the trigger and made something happen yet. You haven't been on FaceTime. There's a reason why. And I think that your fears are valid.
100%.
Because he very well could be like, you know what? Because some people in some religions, in some cultures, it's like if you date anyone outside of your race,
you're disowned.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have access to your family anymore. You don't have access to your religion anymore. You can't be buried in the cemetery that your family's buried in. Like it's deep in that way.
Very deep.
So it makes sense that he might make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
But if he is still in the process of trying to decide that, I think that you have to set your own boundaries for yourself and say, you know what? When you're ready, let me know.
Yes.
And if I'm still around,
okay, then
we can try it.
I agree. I think that it's possible to exist, having different religious backgrounds depending on what your religion is. Like you said, it varies.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do think it's a reflection of your partner, right?
Yeah.
Travis didn't grow up in church. I grew up in church. On Easter, I want to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to church all year, but on Easter Sunday, we're going to put our nice clothes on.
Are you kidding?
And we're going to church.
Because that's when they have the play.
Yeah.
I'm there for the play.
The banquet, the food afterwards.
I'm there for the banquet and the play.
Okay? And you know what he does? He puts his good clothes on.
Yes.
He gets in the car and he comes to church with me.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do in a relationship, right? You have to meet each other halfway. Whether you grew up religious or not, you have to have respect for the fact that this is where I'm at. Mm-hmm. So in this situation, I wish her the best. But I also wish that he would take a chance. Mm-hmm. If he really cares about you, he will bring you around and see the response.
Yeah.
And it might not be the end of the world.
Yeah.
But if he continues to stash you, like you said, let's put a halt to it. Until you're ready, let me know.
It might have to be a wrap. Just for your own sanity and for your own dignity.
Right.
Like, you don't deserve to be
at all
pushed to the back burner and, like, he can bring you out when he wants to, and then, when he's talking to his mom, he's like, shh, don't say anything.
Yeah, don't speak, not move.
Like,
no.
What? Like, no, you deserve to be with somebody that's all about you, and, like, we get the cultural element. That's perfectly fine and beautiful. However, he can hit you up.
Right.
When
he converts.
When he tell him to call you when he's ready to convert. Okay. So as we're wrapping up, basically we asked people, if you are in an interracial relationship or if you've been in one before, what's some advice that you would give? And a lot of people had some really great things to say.
Good. I need some advice. Yeah. Damn. Help me out. Can y'all help me out? Can I leave a voicemail?
Yes. Help me help you. Help me. People said, one person said, stand up for yourself and educate your partner. Don't assume that they know where you're coming from.
Yes.
Someone else said, be open to learning. Don't get defensive when you learn you've been in the wrong. Face uncomfortable issues with an open mind, but don't let others' opinions and judgments affect you. Mm-hmm. Which is, I feel like, easier said than done. But,
always.
Don't let other people's opinions affect your life. That makes sense, too. Mm-hmm. Love is love. Fuck everything else.
Period.
I love that.
Period.
A lot of don't give a fuck about anyone. Fuck everyone. Don't fucking fuck everybody. This one was really good. People can be racist and still want to date you. Be careful of who you allow into your life.
And that's a bar. No, that is a bar.
That is.
And be aware of it. Because, this whole interracial thing is real cute. Kiki, put it on a t-shirt until you're dating a racist. Until you're dating a
1000%.
full-blown racist.
And then they're like, but he likes me. Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Weirdly enough. It's not
You're
like a feather in your cap.
Yeah,
sis.
he start saying some wild stuff. He start talking about police brutality. He on the wrong team. You like, oh shit.
My uncle was a cop for 50
Yeah,
years.
he's like, defund the police. You like,
What?
oh damn.
Like, what are you talking about?
You gotta start sending out bat signals. Help.
Yes, please. And nobody's going to be
me.
there to save you. I went to this thing. We were talking about interracial dating in some forum. I don't know what it was even. But the girl was sharing that she had hooked up. She was black. She hooked up with this white guy. And she said that they were having sex. And it was like amazing. And she was like really feeling him because they had been dating. And she like fucked with him.
Mm-hmm.
So they finally have sex. She's having sex with him. She said that he leans into her ear and breathes in and goes, you smell like black girl.
Mic drop. I would have slapped the shit out of him.
Huh?
You smell like black. Get your ass.
I'm
I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
Freak. What is wrong with
I'm
you?
calling the cops. And what do black girls smell like?
What is that? Well, pink
No.
lotion? Cocoa butter?
Not pink lotion. Shea butter, baby.
Jam?
Like, come on now.
What?
Jam.
What the fuck do we smell like?
Nope. That wouldn't have ended well for me.
I would have kangaroo kicked you out of my vagina.
Yeah, somebody would
so
have got
quickly.
beat up. Honestly, it's offensive and it's not attractive, and you're not gonna get any interracial pussy doing that. You're not. You're not.
You're not.
It's the end of the road for you, bud.
I hope you've all enjoyed this podcast the way that we have, obviously. I could talk about this for 5 million more years.
Same.
But thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, girl.
Of course.
You're
Are
the
you kidding?
best.
You were on like literally my top 5 list of people that I had to have on.
I love that.
So I'm so glad that you came.
Thank you.
Tell everybody where to find you.
I'm Kayla Nicole on all social media, y'all.
Period poo. Coming to a TV near you and everything else.
Yes.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for you.
Ow!
Bye, y'all.
Toodles!
Hi, I'm Cammie Crawford, host of the Relationship podcast. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more videos, click below to subscribe and like this video for more Dear Media content. So shut up and listen.